Hostile care package over there. Right down.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's MCKOOKIE here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to some more Black Ops 3 gameplay. In the background, I got a quick little 45 and 5 for you. Did you guys like that intro clip? That really shows how overpowered Rejack is. And I'm just going to get straight into the topic of the video. Last night, David Vonderhaar and Treyarch decided to nerf. This is the first specialist they've ever nerfed in the game. And they dropped the nerf hammer on Rejack. And basically what they did was they made it so that when you use Rejack and you revive yourself, you lose your kill streak. So they basically took this really unique, in my opinion, and cool ability that was great for players like me that don't care about the easy, you know, the cheese weapons like the scythe of the Reaper or the Annihilator pistol or the exploding crossbow. People like me who would rather just, you know, use their gun and continue to get their kill streaks with a normal weapon instead of some kind of not overpowered, but super strong special weapon. But I guess since the community is a bunch of crybabies, they finally got through to David Vonderhaar and he nerfed Rejack. So it basically went from being my favorite specialist in the game, and I used every specialist in the beta. I have about 15 hours, 10 to 12, maybe 15 hours playing the beta. They turned my favorite specialist, Rejack, into a tactical insertion with a cool animation. Because that's basically what it is. If you're respawning with Rejack and you don't keep your kill streak, you've basically turned it into attack insert. Because that's all it is. When you use attack insert in Call of Duty, you come back to life, your streak is reset. To me, that's bullshit. Like, what's the point of having this specialist in the game now if its main point is worthless? With that mentality, why don't we take the Tempest, you know, the cheese pulse rifle, the electric gun, why don't we turn that into a shock charge launcher? How about it starts shooting non-lethal lightning bolts? Because, you know, if Rejack is so overpowered, then obviously the other weapons that can frickin' destroy an entire team in like 5 seconds, you know, those are totally balanced in comparison to Rejack. And what I also love is when I was using Rejack, I noticed if somebody killed me with, say, the Annihilator pistol or the exploding crossbow or the Reaper scythe, I can't use Rejack. Rejack is disabled if you get killed by a special weapon. So I honestly don't see what the hell is overpowered. I mean, it's very simple, guys. If somebody uses Rejack in front of you, you shoot the green smoke, or if you're a decent player, you wait for them to spawn back in, you shoot the green smoke, or you throw one of those actually overpowered stun grenades that blinds people for like 30 minutes. You throw one of those and you kill the guy, or you get the hell out of there. I really don't get what the anger is with the hate that Rejack is getting. I mean, out of all the specialist weapons in the game, this is like the most non-lethal. I mean, if you guys don't believe me, you can check out a poll. IGN put up a poll asking everyone what their favorite specialist character was. And guess where Nomad is the character that was Rejack. Guess where Nomad was on the list? He was like second to last. You had, I believe, the Tempest was number 1. The Annihilator with basically the overpowered 6-shot pistol was number 2. The Death Reaper's scythe, the minigun arm, was number 3. And I believe the War Machine was number 4. Basically, the top 5 or 6 specialist people were people who have some kind of weapon of some sort. If Nomad is so overpowered, why isn't it more popular on the list? Why isn't everyone's favorite specialist? Because you know when something's overpowered in Call of Duty, like look at Advanced Warfare, the BAL and the ASM-1 guns, those outclass every gun in the game, and those are definitely, you know, you go play Advanced Warfare, and you see that it's the most popular thing that everyone's using, because Call of Duty players, they want the easy way out. They want they want the cheese, man. They order the burger, they want extra cheese on it. You know, if Rejack is so overpowered, why isn't anybody using it? I'm playing on PS4, and I played the beta on PS4. This gameplay was recorded on PS4. And I rarely saw anybody using Rejack. In fact, the only person I would notice using Rejack was usually just my boy Furious Kid. It was me and him using Rejack in the lobby. I honestly think Rejack was one of the least popular specialists in the entire beta. Everybody was rocking, definitely the bow and arrow is the most popular. The Outrider person was very popular. The Reaper was everywhere once they unlocked it in the beta. The Golden Gun Seraph was very popular. I didn't see anybody using Rejack or Combat Focus And those are my 2 favorite abilities in the game. Look at this. Rejack is so overpowered that this guy was able to kill me and then continue mowing me down in his talon and kill me as soon as I spawned up again. I just gave that guy a free double kill for using Rejack, yet people are screaming it's overpowered. That's what I'm saying, and that's why I uploaded this video. It's to prove a point. The gameplay in the background is by no means extraordinary, and I don't think any of my gameplay is really extraordinary, but this is to prove a point. Rejack is not overpowered if you know how to combat it, and there's many ways to combat it. Like I said, you shoot the green smoke, you stun them, or you run the hell away. You get the hell out of there. If you know the guy has spawned back in and he has other teammates, get the hell out of there, regroup, fall back, and try and take on the guy from a better position. It's really not that hard. I don't know why the first specialist out of all the crazy powerful, I'm not going to even say overpowered, because I'm not going to stoop that low and call the specialist overpowered, because I don't think any of them are truly overpowered. I just think they need to be toned down a little bit. I don't get the overpowered screams, and I don't get why David Vonderhaar, instead of maybe asking the community how he can rebalance it, he just full out made it worthless. Like, if it were me, and I really had to nerf Rejack, like if I worked at Treyarch, okay, we're getting a lot of complaints, we got to change something, how about you make it so that the person using Rejack spawns in with 50% health? That way, if I were to get shot by, like, a bullet or 2, I would instantly die. Or why don't you double how long it takes Rejack to recharge? Or, if you really want to nerf it, do both of what I just said. Make the person spawn back in with more health, and on top of that, you can make it recharge slower. And if you really want to nerf it and make the crybabies happy, you can also make it so that when I die when I'm using Rejack and I come back to life, it counts as a death on the scoreboard. I don't know why people are crying. When you kill somebody in Last Stand and they revive themselves, you don't get credit for the kill. Last Stand, the guy instantly falls back in an animation where you can't hit him, but he can easily insta-melt you with a pistol. That was Last Stand. And then Modern Warfare 3 introduced Final Stand, where you immediately drop to the floor with your frickin' overpowered ACR with extended mags and silencer, and you're able to instantly mow down the other guy. What is so OP about me jumping back into the game because I want to continue to get my kill streaks? It's great. I love how the Black Hat was not nerfed and the Tempest were not nerfed. Out of all things that got nerfed, they had to make Rejack completely worthless. And it really pisses me off because the Nomad is my favorite character in the entire game so far. I really like how his voice sounds. He's kind of like an environmental hunter guy. Like at the start of the game, he'll say stuff like, "The environment is our best weapon." It's just really cool. He comes off like a really awesome hunter guy, and he's got like a lumberjack beard and red glasses, and now what? Now people are only going to use Nomad to fucking use the Dookie launcher gun, where he shoots piles of shit everywhere, you know, that eat people alive. That specialist part of him is actually potentially overpowered. It's like, way to make Nomad worthless. It's so overpowered that I want to bring myself back to life so I can continue my kill streak with my AK instead of getting my kill streak using a frickin' Tempest or an exploding crossbow that can give me 6 or 7 kills. You guys want proof that the other specialists are way more powerful than Rejack? I'll link you a montage that Fearcrad's put up. I'll put it in the description. Fearcrad's made a great video showing how the other specialists are 10 times more powerful than Rejack. And then Thunder, I also saw, he beat me to making a video talking about the same thing, and he agrees with me. Me and Thunder are huge Last Stand haters. I'm a small YouTuber, but those of you who know Thunder, the Legend of Thunder, he hates Final Stand, and he's totally fine with Rejack, which should tell you something. It should tell you that they're nothing like Final Stand, and they're nothing like Last Stand, and nothing was wrong with them. Hell, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Half the time I would Rejack after, you know, everybody figured out how to take out the person Rejack, and I would get shit on. Half the time I would come back unsuccessful and just give the person another death. I mean, you guys even saw in my last video, I brought myself back to life because my own Wraith was hacked and killed me off my kill streak. Is that really overpowered? I don't get it. It's like the other weapons help you get a kill streak. Why can't Rejack help me get my kill streak and help allow me to come back and continue it in a different way instead of using, you know, a specialist weapon? I use my primary weapon. I think that's a lot more balanced than using, you know, a special weapon to get your kill streak. I mean, I don't know if you guys noticed, but when you get a kill with the Tempest or any other of the weapons, you get full points. Like if you're playing Domination, you get a full 100 points for a Tempest kill. It's not like a kill streak kill, which is worth less points. You get a full 100 or 125 points, man. So if you can use the other weapons to get streaks, why not Rejack to keep you in the game and get your streaks as well? I don't know, guys. Tell me what you think down below. below there in the comment section. Let me know if you liked Rejack, if you agree with the nerf, or if you disagree. And as always, thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Have a great day.
You're in Charlie. We lost.